Whoa! Alright, so we are officially back from Croatia, so that means a home vlog, and I have no idea what's going on in the world of Halo. I've been completely out of it. So there's so much I have to catch up on between roster mania, what's going on in the game. I have no idea. And you see 2 mics here, but like, this is it. Anyways, look at this. We got an update. We got an update right now. So I am all over the place right now, but I heard that they tried fixing the EAC issue, but it's not actually fixed, or this and that, these and those, bippity boppity bo bo bo. So we're gonna figure that out today together, but I'm actually gonna stream. I'm so jet lagged. We just got back last night at like 5 p.m., but oh man, jet lag is rough because my body thinks it's still like, because we were in a time difference of 6 to 7 hours, 6-hour time difference, so here we go. And now I gotta get back into the groove of running, lifting. I'm ready. Anyways, enjoy the home vlog. Let's do this.
2,000 years later.
Rise and shine, everybody. It is a beautiful day, and today we have a lot to talk about. Right, Nala? We have a tremendous amount of Halo news. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the video. Welcome to the home vlog, and we have a lot to talk about today. So first, we gotta make some coffee, and we're gonna sit here and talk about all of the stuff that happened this past week. Of course, there's tons of videos out there already about it, but like no video is like a J video. Welcome to the jungle, Halo daily dose of Halo. That's right. First, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna make some coffee. So let's make some coffee and then let's get to it. It's Sunday. LVT has their stream going on. It's HCS off season, and we are full on going into the season of season 4, and I'm so excited. So let's make some coffee, and while I make coffee, let's talk about let's catch you up on this new year, 2025. And the video that you saw in the beginning, I was extremely excited for Christmas and getting ready for the holidays and doing holiday streams, and then I just got sick. I got taken out by a cold, and then I had an ear infection. So here we are now, feeling better. We're feeling better. Getting back into my routine of lifting, trying to get. It's too cold for me to run, so I've been biking on Zwift, and yeah. So let's make some coffee and talk about what's been going on. You probably already know what's been going on, but I'm going to show you some clips and snippets of the past week on my streams. My streams are going to be focusing a lot on HCS stuff, so we're going to do a lot of talking on that throughout the seasons. We're going to be doing watch parties all season. We're going full in on HCS. This is the HCS Daily Halo Dose with Jay. That's right. This season, we're going all in on being the best HCS content creator as possible. And what does that mean? It means a lot of home vlogs, and I'm here for it. I hope you are. Anyways, let's make some coffee and get talking about what's going on while we watch the LVT tournament. Let's do it. All right, so what you hear is the kettle is heating up, and what we got here is our coffee grinder, our scoop. Now we're gonna make a pour over. So let's get our mug. The mug of choice, obviously, is the Jungle Crew mug. Put that here. I showed it to you on the introduction. I love this mug. This is like one of my favorites. My other favorite is my Zuko mug that I got from Avatar in concert. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some coffee. Nala, what are you doing over there? She's like running around. We brought these coffee filters back from Croatia, so it's really funny. It's in Croatian, I think. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I don't think it is. So they slapped a creation instruction there on the back because it's in... What? Okay, that's crazy. I didn't even notice that. Okay, that's so funny. All right, let me have this hot water heater warm up, and we'll get into some coffee ASMR. All right, the water has been warmed up. Now it's time to scoop. So because I'm using my Jungle Crew mug, we're gonna do 3 scoops, okay? It's a 12-ounce cup, so we're just gonna do 3 scoops of coffee. Hold your ears, it's gonna be loud. All right, let's make this coffee and talk about Halo. So I'm making my pour over, I'm gonna pour some coffee, and you get to enjoy this beautiful ride, journey, and aroma of coffee while we talk Halo. So yesterday, I literally went into the garage and had this giant conversation about everything this whole week. But I wasn't happy with that, you know? I wasn't happy. Look at that, it's beautiful. So this week has been crazy. It started out with like, is Monster cheating? To APG having a court. Court came in session, and then it 360'd, 180'd, whatever you want to call it, into APG saying that he was going to be a coach for a team, which could potentially be for FaZe, which is the team Trippy, Penguin, Suppressed, and Falcated. And then that fell through because apparently there's not a budget. And then Trippy, and then it was this entire mess, right? It was just this entire mess. So it all comes down to something we're going to talk about in this video about where we are in the Halo scene. We have content creators who are struggling in the Halo scene. We have pro players who are struggling in the Halo scene. Everybody right now is struggling, from casual fans to YouTubers, content creators, pro players. I already said all that, but you get my drift. Everybody is struggling. We're in a Halo drought right now. And I'm not gonna lie and be like, Halo's in a great place. No, like we all know it is in a bad place. With that being said, Trippy in Dead Zone, who is now back to being Penguin, on their streams that day that APG was gonna do his court session, said, listen, we looked at the budget and there's not enough money. There's not enough money in Halo. There's not enough money for anybody else other than the players themselves. And you know, everybody knows that there's not enough opportunities and money in Halo right now, especially if you're a pro. It's rough. And Gunpluction is a great example of that. You know, he's a great example of somebody grinding the game, trying to find his big win, his big in, and his moment to shine. Right? And right now, what's happening is Monster kind of made him mad because there's so little opportunity in Halo, Monster kind of took away potential opportunities for other people. And it's pretty upsetting to somebody like Gunpluction, which makes a lot of sense. Now, I'm trying to make sure my coffee does not overfill, so that would be really bad. Did I pour too much water? Everything's fine. I bet if Leah's watching, she would love for it to be overfilled. So I'm using this beautiful Florida mug to make sure no coffee spills in this. No coffee was spilled in the making of this video. So, you know, we're in a really bad place with Halo, and we're gonna talk about that in this video. We talked about it on my stream, how Halo needs to change. Like, whatever it is in the future, Halo needs to change. Oh my God, I did that beautifully. Did some get on the table? It did. But nothing we can't clean. Nothing we can't clean, people. Behold, the most beautiful coffee you have ever seen in your freaking lives. It's beautiful. All right, it's coffee and chat time with me, yours truly, Jay. It's time to chat about Halo with coffee. Anyways, let's get to the room and let's continue this conversation in my room, my stream room, the jungle studio. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Ba, 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 da, da, da. So yes, last week was a crazy disaster. It was chaotic. Absolutely chaotic. All right, look at this. Beautiful. Behold, LVT Halo. Everybody should watch LVT Halo. And Tony he grinds. Tony's a grinder. He's always streaming, always playing Halo. Everybody's gotta watch Tony. I also had Tim up for a little bit. I try to lurk as much as I can in everybody's streams. Whoa. Anyways, it's time to talk about what we were talking about. All right, we have coffee in hand. I'm watching LVT. I got Tony up and everybody that I can up, and it's a beautiful off-season kind of Halo day tourney. So a lot's happened this week. Like I said, I went into the garage yesterday and I was just like, I had like a 10-minute conversation about all this, and I just, I talked a little bit about this year, 2025, I'm going all in on making vlogs, and a lot of the vlogs will be about like Halo. It will be just daily life of being a streamer and somebody who loves fitness. I love fitness. I want people who game to also know that working out can change your life. Daily walks, lifting, running, anything to get yourself moving. So that's a really big part of who I am, and you're gonna see things about that. Like, so here's cue some of the lifting, some of the gym equipment, some of the lifting scenes. Cue that in Jungle Crew Productions. So with that being said, I did get a Garmin watch when we were in Croatia, and I love it. Garmin is 10 times better than the Apple Watches. It just is. The battery life is just incredible. And yeah, so I'm really happy we got that. What's going on here on LVT? Oh, we got Eclipse versus Throne, Despiteful. Oh, look at that. Some good matchups. So this week was crazy, guys. And in my in some of the conversation that I'm going to show you clips of are, APG had, everybody's been involved in this. Everybody knows that Monster has been the topic of every single Halo Infinite season. He's already cheated in another esports, and I think that once you cheat, it's hard to come back from that. I mean, guys, you got to make good decisions, because one decision can change the course. And, you can build your reputation for years and it can be destroyed in one moment. So just always think twice about what you do, no matter what it is in life. So unfortunately, Monster chose to cheat all those years ago in a different esports, and I think that's the biggest reason that among some of the very suspicious clips we have seen, I think that's like the biggest reason I just think it's going to follow him forever. Like, it's just hard to come back from cheating. It really is. That's why you should not cheat to begin with. Sips. But yeah, APG made this. He's the judge. Judge APG of the Halo entire scene, of the Halo scene. Judge APG. He puts this court. He makes this flyer. The flyer is stamped by the law. By APG's law, the court of APG, stamped by the government of APG, makes this flyer, says at 4:30 CST, we're doing a final verdict of Monster cheating, okay? Royal 2 is Monster's lawyer, which is hilarious. Although Royal 2 he's pretty cool. But still funny. Everybody shows up, everybody. We're all waiting. We got people streaming, doing watch parties, waiting to see the verdict of this. We got everybody. We got Royal 2 streaming, waiting to be the lawyer to back up Monster, you know? APG comes in, makes this entire video or makes this entire stream and does a complete, I mean, the man has been hurt and with very good reason, very solid reason. You know, he wanted to be a coach. He's not retiring, but he's not competing this year because his mom has cancer and is sick and he wants to go down to Florida and support her. And that makes so much sense. I really am thinking about him and his family. I really hope that everything, we're cheering for you, APG's mom. I'm cheering for you because that's rough. And I totally understand that when you have something like that going on in your life with your loved ones, it's really hard to give your all when it comes to a very high competitive scene. Like, it's just hard to mentally be there. But I think he would make a phenomenal coach. So that's why he was supposed to coach this team and they weren't getting back to him. And I mind you that in esports, we see time and time again the lack of conversation, of communication. We all know that in the esports scene, doesn't exist. Like, things are not done professionally, and they definitely could have handled this better with APG. And I think if they did, he would have been more understanding. At the same time, if you don't have a coach, I don't know, with the competition we are, the competition is steeper, it's harder than ever. This is going to be the hardest season of HCS. Guys, Trippy, Penguin, Suppressed, Falcated, you guys are awesome, and I'm going to be cheering for you. But if you don't have a coach, I don't know, it's going to be tough. I think a coach is that extra piece that helps you win. It's good to have a coach. And the thing is, we're going back to budgeting. They didn't have a budget for a coach, which I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like a coach helps a team succeed. If you want to win, you need a good coach. If you don't have a coach, you might just be, I don't know. I just feel like it's a really strange situation. I think you need a coach, but I understand there's not a lot of opportunity and budget. Whatever. So I totally understand APG's perspective. I'm trying to be somebody who understands everybody's perspective. Like, I understand the perspective of the players, not they need to make their money because there's not a lot of opportunity, so there's not a budget because Halo, let's be honest guys, the views in Halo were terrible. Last season, even the London event didn't do well in terms of viewership. Viewership was down bad. It's still down bad. Even yesterday I was watching the LVT 1v1 showdown and they were even saying, numbers are down, so we don't have our full talent here. And it's just tough. It sucks for Halo because I'm a massive HCS Halo fan. I love competitive Halo and I just love Halo. I've been playing since I was young, since it came out, and a lot of us have been. So we don't want to see it in this situation, So yeah, it's really sad to see where Halo is right now. I hope this is just a cozy moment. For everybody who's really cold out there, let me show you a clip of some sunshine right now. But whoa, it's bright. But I know a lot of you need to see the sunlight because a lot of you just been seeing snow and clouds. So did you enjoy that little bit of sunshine? I'm really sorry that it's been freezing for everybody, and thinking of people in California, it's just rough out there right now. So wherever you are, wishing you the best, stay safe, and I hope this year brings more joy, money, success, and all your goals are smashed this year. So cheers to that. So yeah, that's the whole APG thing. And then I don't recall there being a final verdict. I must have missed that. I don't know. We don't really know. My opinion is, and what I've said and mentioned before, is HCS needs to step in, and they should have stepped in a long time ago to kind of if let's say Monster isn't cheating, he's kind of being harassed in a way, he's being cornered, and that's not a good look for anybody, and it's not good for him. So HCS should have stepped in and said, hey guys, enough of this witch hunt. Like, we're going to take care of this. We're going to get to the bottom of this. But another perspective is HCS did that. When SSG had Monster on their team for an online tournament, there's suspicious clips that I've seen of him in that tournament, which makes you wonder, did SSG, if they had Monster, would have won? And if they did not win that tournament, what would have happened? Would they have won Worlds? It's just, this thing goes so deep. It's so bad. That is why, this season, it's so bad. It's like, what would have happened in season 3 of HCS if Monster didn't compete online, especially with the SSG roster? And it's just, but at that time, they thought, and HCS did a full, they checked him out and they said he was clear. They said he wasn't cheating. So every other pro thought, okay, HCS already, they did their due diligence. They checked his PC, they checked everything, and he came out clear, right? So those players thought that he was in the clear. So it's just like, it's tough. Like, you can't really blame a pro. Personally, I wouldn't play with a player that once cheated ever or has been a suspect of cheating all these seasons. That's just me. I just wouldn't do it. I remember watching, even though he was in the clear, from an ethical and more moral perspective point of view, I just wouldn't have wanted him on my team if I was a pro. I remember wondering why SSG chose him of all people and Bound's reasoning was because he's God online, and it was his time and his moment to have him on his team finally online because he's Thanos. And I'm just like, if you still think somebody's cheating and you think they're just a god online but they don't show up on LAN, I don't know. That talks a lot. I don't know. There's just like a whole lot of everyone has their own opinion. That's mine. I just wouldn't have played with him. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of that. So we talked about APG, unfortunate situation, the courtroom, the Monster thing. Now let's move on to Optic, the Optic roster, the God Squad. So on my stream on Friday, we watched and did a watch party of Optic's new roster in their podcast. So I'm going to show you some clips of that right now. Leah, welcome to the J News, where we bring you everything you don't want to spend time looking into. That's right. Brought to you by Coffee. So in this podcast, I listened to like the first 10 minutes and I was like, pause, I need to watch this on stream. It's interesting because, all of them are at Optic headquarters and they're talking and they're hanging out and they talk about like forming the team, introducing themselves. We all know who they are. They talk about Monsters cheating, and that's kind of where I paused. I really want to listen to that with you guys. It's pretty much Bound just going off, And then how did the Halo team form? That's going to be very interesting because I want to hear if it was shady. When did they start chit-chatting? And then they talk about what does Halo need, which is kind of what we talked about yesterday. And we've come to the conclusion that Halo needs a lot of, right? And then the next thing is, what was the best year for Halo? I'm interested in what they're saying. Like, best year in general, best year that ever was. Is it like, have we reached the peak of it? Like, is it donezo? And then they talk about COD players. What the... This is Halo, formal. Optic
guys,
is so cool. Yeah,
podcast,
SSG will be better.
208. Yeah, some new faces here, but this is a long time coming. We put this squad together, I guess like 2 months ago. When was Worlds? October?
I had no idea.
Yeah, so it's been a few months. Last year was pretty bad. Everything about last year was just, we don't really got to talk about last year. Like,
it wasn't that bad. You know what I mean?
We got second place every tournament. It was horrible. Yeah. I do like that in Formal's mind, he's like, if I don't get first, it sucks. Like, that's actually a mindset of a champion too. So that's also like a good thing, but also like a bad thing.
We basically got second like every possible way you could have. Like, when you go through a year like that, and it sucks because we had such success with that old squad before Zane joined and stuff. So like, obviously me, Tommy, and Joey, like we were like world champions at one point. Like we picked up Zane, and Zane was really good too. Like we thought there was a recipe for success there, which there was. Like making it to a final, that you definitely have something. But we could just never get over that hurdle to really, just go on to win. And when you've been in this as long as I have, like you have to be able to just win. If you don't win, it's just different for me. And I just knew that roster was just kind of just chalked. The vibe was fucked. Like,
I wonder why the vibe was bad. Like, what had happened? That's what I want to know. Like, because Trippy and Lucid's been on this Optic squad since the pretty much the beginning of Halo Infinite, and I'm just wondering, like, what happened. I do think that Lucid's like attitude in Halo is just he's miserable, and you can see that in is he just like that in matchmaking, or has that like miserable feeling shifted into his scrimming? Like, I just wonder, you know what I mean? Because like if you do watch, it's hard to watch his streams because he's so unhappy, and it's hard to watch because I'm a big Lucid fan, but you can tell he's just like always miserable. Like nobody complains the way he does, and I wonder if that's affected their vibes, or if it's like a mixture. I just really want to know, like, what happened. What is Monster cheating?
First, let me say, yeah, he needs to be locked up for life. No, he is a danger. It's getting point. He's dangerous. Yeah, we've been playing online tourneys, like off-season tourneys, and it's the off-season, so like it's his time. It's the on-season for Chance.
Yeah, he'll feast these.
Yeah, he loves these. He's looking at shops. So yeah, we pull up like the 20th or something, John. It was it was me, Suppressed, Tusk, and him.
That's insane.
And we play Chance. We play Chance with like the most random roster. The most random roster.
Who was the roster? It was like
that's the point. You don't. It was like Jesse.
Collect,
it was Boo Boo Doo Boo.
Collect.
Manny. Yeah, like game 3, Chance just like guaranteed it. We were down like 50 points in that stronghold. It was like 230 to like 190. We could have 4-deaded him. Like went for a trip cap. Chance is guaranteed in the craziest way. So it's like, all right, first week back, like first tourney, like whatever. Like Chance is doing him. Like who cares, bro?
Yeah.
The next tourney, same thing. Same thing. He just runs our shit dominant. It was dominant this time.
Remember when
he reverse swept Arts. He reverse swept us, right? And then he played Sparty's team right after.
He reverse swept them.
He reverse swept them. And then we played him in Grands, and they 4-0'd us in like 20 minutes max. Like some Guinness stuff. Like it was the fastest 4 I've ever.
That's crazy.
Have these tourneys been every single weekend?
Every single weekend he's been running me.
And he's just going crazy every
He's
weekend?
going crazy
He's
every
going
time.
like insane.
And then this is literally the one that just happened like a couple days ago.
You got him to monitor camp?
Yeah, we got him on
I have the
monitor.
recordings. Yeah, I have the recordings.
He went 2-15.
No,
game
but it's
time.
like
No wonder why he played so bad. And me and Mrs. J was thinking that they did have somebody had a monitor cam on him because he was playing really bad after that. Once he went to grand finals, his gameplay changed drastically, and now it makes sense. And he always says, like, Monster is always saying that he has like anxiety, right? And I understand everybody has like things that make them anxious. I get it. But with that being said, if you can't handle being anxious on a main stage on LAN, or if you have a monitor cam, or if you have a camera over your shoulder looking at your whole setup, then you're not made to be a pro player. That's just my opinion. Like, if you are this amazing like basketball player, but you can't perform under pressure, you are not made to be a basketball player. You know what I mean? Like what makes pros so good is they can handle situations under pressure. That's what makes them so good. That no athlete in the world, if you can't handle performing under high pressure, you cannot be a good athlete. It's just how it is. Like, that's what makes athletes so incredible. They can do things under super high, like, yeah, everybody has like, everybody gets nervous. That's normal. But like, you can still perform under high stressful situations, and if he can't, he's not meant to be a pro player. It's just simple as that. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, that's not a good excuse to me. Not like I've played sports all my life. You have to be able to play under pressure. Like, it's just how it is. If you can't do it. But the issue is, Monster, in his defense, he said that it's because I'm on high ping. In what world is someone on high ping playing better? You know what I mean? So that doesn't help either. So it's not like his two things. I'm anxious, which we already talked about, is poor. It's a poor excuse for playing bad, because I've mentioned that if you are a player or an athlete or of any kind, you have to be able to perform under high stressful situations. Otherwise, you are not meant to do that job. And the second thing is he's saying he's on really high ping. If you're on really high ping, you're not going to play better. So like those are like, that's really poor excuses already. I'm just saying, like, in my mind, this is what's going on in my mind. Like, these guys watch so many VODs, and Monster's excuses are always so poor. Again, like, we need more evidence that he's cheating, but like, there's a lot of evidence. There's a lot of things that are on the. I just have a question. How can anybody defend somebody who's cheated before in a game? Like, why? Like, it's like, if somebody's cheated before, it's really hard to want to defend them. I don't know. That's just like, I'm a very, very loyal, honest person. So if somebody like cheats once, I just don't trust that person ever again. If he, like, all I'm saying is, if he wanted to prove his innocence for 3 years, every tournament online, he should have been doing that already. He should have been having a camera on his entire system, on him, everything. But he doesn't. He doesn't do it until his back's up against the wall and they force him to. That's another sussy thing. Like, if you're getting accused every single online tournament, which he pretty much is, why aren't you doing that? You know what I mean? Like, why are you not doing everything in your power to prove that you are not cheating? But again, I don't know his life story. So there's that. Like, does he have the equipment to do it? Does he have the money to get the equipment to do it? I don't know. So there's always another side of the story.
Yeah, I mean, this is fucked. Like I said, it makes the HCS look really bad. I mean, like, I got to feel bad for, like, you know, the kids that are missing out on that pool play spot and the free travel and the hotel and that, like, fun, like, pro sim that they've been playing Halo their whole life for, because this guy is just, like, ruining it. It's a really bad look on everything, but
yeah, I guess we'll just wait till 3-for-3. Like, they had to come out with some official statement.
They
right?
have to.
Yeah,
No,
they should by today. They should have done it a while ago.
Are people, like, playing with, like, their full rosters and shit?
Shopify did. Yeah.
Huh?
Shopify did. Like, Lesh first day.
What did he say?
I think that might be the only team.
Trippy FaZe? Did he already leak it? Did he, like, confirm it? Trippy FaZe did? Legend, they didn't even tell us yet, but there were leaks. Or whatever. Keep listening. That's crazy. Did he just leak that? Like, we already heard a little bit from, like, he leaks another one? That's so funny. That's so funny, guys. Anyways, he just leaked that. Legend.
No, maybe Sparty's team, Complexity, I think.
Oh my god! Now he leaked that Sparty's on Complexity again. Come on, Legend, what are you doing, man? That is so funny. Oh my god! So we already kind of know things. We're just waiting for, like, SSG, which is gonna be Lucid and Snakebite. I'm telling you, it's gonna be Lucid, Snakebite, Eco, and Stellar. It's gonna be that team, 100%. I hope you enjoyed those clips. And in some of those clips, we mentioned how Legend kind of gave away some leads. Is Nala? I gotta check on Nala. I think she's scratching at my door. That's crazy. All right, Nala was scratching at the door. That's insane. She knows better. She's trained just like a dog is. She's basically a cat dog. All right. Also, I added some more light here. I need to get better lighting. This lighting's complete trash. But we make do with what we got. All right, so back to where we were. Legend, in the Optic podcast, Legend completely gave out some, like, leaks. He gave some leaks. He basically told a little bit of the Complexity roster. So we found out it was, like, Spartan, Precision, and Huss. And then that same day, Complexity came out and said their full roster was Spartan, Precision, Huss, and Breaking Shot. I'm so excited to have Spartan back into HCS. He's ready. He's ready. He's ready to redeem himself, and he's out of jail. And it's about time. It's about time. So yeah, with all the clips, the last thing I'm gonna say in this is SSG. I'm waiting for SSG. I got my SSG jersey in the closet. I'm ready to dust that baby off, and I'm ready to wear it. And I love the SSG organization of SSG is one of the top organizations in Halo, in my opinion. They do so much for the scene. Complexity does too. They help out a lot with women of Halo. And then, you know, I don't know. I also think another thing is Shopify Rebellion. I'm really hoping that they become a partnered org in HCS. Right now, we only have 5. That's right, people. Only 5 partnered organizations in HCS. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think Sentinels is out. So currently, it's FaZe, Optic, SSG, Complexity, and then, oh my god, who's the other one? FaZe, Optic, SSG, Complexity. I'm blanking here. This is bothering me. This is really bothering me. Cloud9, baby! Cloud freaking 9! Oh my gosh! Wow, I was going insane. I was going insane here. Oh my gosh. You know why I can't remember them? Because they're ghosting us. Like, they haven't said anything. What's the last tweet they said? Hold on, I'll be right back. Jay Tracer runs on Twitter to see the last thing Complexity has said. What has Complexity... Sorry, not Complexity, Cloud9. That's how easy it is to forget about them. Nah, they haven't mentioned anything about Halo in 50 years. All right, so we have Cloud9, Complexity, FaZe, Optic, SSG. So we need Shopify Rebellion. Put Shopify Rebellion in HCS. You gotta do it. They have money to back up. They're a great organization in esports, I think, and I think they'd be a great partnered org for. I mean, aren't they like Shopify is a Canadian e-commerce, so maybe that could be good for the Canadians out there. Maybe get some see how some Halo tournaments do in the future in Canada. I know a lot of people would love that. I'm just saying, if you do that, just remember, give me the credit for giving you the idea. You're welcome, Canadians. You're welcome. Also, Native Gaming is another awesome esports. I think they're doing a lot for Halo, for being kind of new to the Halo scene. I don't know how young or how old Native Gaming is, but I think they're fairly new esports. I could be wrong, and if I am, comment down below. But I think that Native Gaming and Shopify, and if I'm missing any other organizations out there that you feel should be partnered with HCS and you think would be a great partnered org, comment down below again what you think. Yeah, I just think that there's not anyways, esports have been fleeing the scene because there's not a lot of money in Halo right now, and we talked about that a little earlier and in the stream. Halo needs to change, guys. There's a lot going on this season. We have a lot to talk about. This is your Halo Dose J News, the Jungle News, and we're going to be having a lot of videos like this throughout the year. I'm going to be doing tons of vlogs, and I'm going to be doing tons of things regarding Halo HCS, competitive Halo. Competitive Halo is the topic of the season, so that's what I'm going to be focusing on. I hope that I could be another news. We're going to call this the Jungle Halo Daily Dose Halo Dose. Actually, well, let's make a meeting about that in the next stream, what we're going to call this. So I'll see you in that meeting on Monday. Whenever you watch this video, the meetings could have probably already passed. And by the time we could have figured out what we're going to call this place. But anyways, I want to say thank you so much for sitting down and having coffee with me. You are the Jungle Crew. Thank you for being a part of the Jungle Crew and watching this video. We have so much exciting things going on. I'm here to make Halo be better. I want to be better. I want to be positive. And right now, if you love competitive Halo, if you love lifting, if you love food, if you love coffee, if you love vlogs, if you love gaming, you are in the right place. So sit down, buckle up, because we're going full drive, full capacity. We're putting the pedal to the metal in 2025 here in the Jungle Crew. Now, if you want to see things outside of all of that, go to my other YouTube channel called The Tracer Jungle. I will have my Croatian, oh my God, I'm fired. I will have my Croatia vlog up soon. I just need to edit it after I get done editing this video. So there's so much content going out in 2025 here in the jungle. So thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for being here. Without you, I'd just be talking to my camera. So you matter, we matter. It's gonna be a solid year. Let's get to it. And I'm really excited. So again, you're awesome, and you're now dubbed a Jungle Crew member if you have watched this video. So welcome, welcome. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up watching this LVT off-season Halo HCS stream and give them a follow, watch them, give them lurks. They do so much for the competitive scene of Halo. They deserve it. And anyways, have a great rest of your day. Cheers.